First, though, as the days get colder and shorter, here's something to think about. In 10 weeks and 2 days, the Boston Red Sox will start spring training.
Until then, fans will just have to make do with talking or reading or dreaming about baseball. Or they can head to Central Maine to check out something special. Perhaps more than any other sport, baseball appeals to collectors. People who want to own something that reflects their childhood, their heroes, their love of the game. For Kurt Cerulli, a graduate of Colby College in Waterville, amassing a collection of baseball treasures, large and small, has been a passion.
He has room after room filled with extraordinary memorabilia. And what's so special about it is that it's highly curated. He really took the time to put this collection together. He just didn't collect things willy-nilly. He went after particular pieces that he was looking for.
Some of what Cerulli collected he has now donated to Colby. About 600 items related to the World Series from 1940 to the present. What's unusual is that nearly all of the items, whether World Series programs or photos or baseballs, were autographed by players who, at Cerulli's request, often put statistics or notable achievements next to their signatures. Take, for instance, this program from the 1965 World Series between the Dodgers and the Twins. The autograph from the Dodgers' great Sandy Koufax reads, Sandy Koufax 65 CY, because Koufax won the Cy Young Award that year as the league's best pitcher. That program also had an ad for Nate's Friendly Liquor Store with fast, free delivery of kegs. Yes, before players were millionaires and owners were billionaires, a neighborhood liquor store could afford an ad in a World Series program. If you have even the slightest interest in baseball, this collection will pull you in. Signed ball, Carlton Fisk, 75 World Series Game 6 home run.
Incredible, right? Just keeping that ball in keeping it fair the whole way down the line. And it's an iconic moment in baseball, and certainly for any Red Sox fan, it's one of the most important moments that we can ever imagine.
That's a joyous moment. Here's the other end of the spectrum. The Bucky Dent home run from the 78.
Oh.
Deep to left. Yastrzemski will not get it. It's a home run. A 3-run home run for Bucky Dent. The Yankees now lead it by a score of 3-2.
Oh. Baseball signed by Bucky Dent, who hit the home run, of course, and Mike Torres, who threw the pitch.
I know. So you can see that maybe hard feelings can heal in all of this, but Bucky Dent, of course, in Boston parlance, is really one of the only men who has an expletive for a middle name.
Well, the last guy on the ball club you'd expect to hit a home run. Just hit one into the screen. Bucky Dent.
For Colby, this is not just a collection of nostalgia. These items tell us about baseball, sure, but also much more. Look through one of these programs. This one's from 1957, the Yankees versus the Brewers, and you'll find a world gone by. Advertisements for transistor radios, Knickerbocker beer, Havana cigars, and of course, cigarette ads. Lots of cigarette ads.
Right next to us, we've got an incredible program that's signed by Hank Aaron. I don't know about you, but I stayed up night after night waiting to see Hank Aaron hit his record-breaking home run. That was such a big deal at the time.
1 ball and no strikes. Aaron waiting, the outfield deep and straight away. Fastball is a high drive into deep left center field. Buckner goes back to the fence. It is gone.
I was focused on him hitting that home run. What I didn't understand at that time was all the racial injustice that he faced throughout his entire career and what that meant for him and how he was fighting that every single day that he was playing baseball. So looking back on this now and being able to see the materials that are here that represent Hank Aaron at a time and place, I can begin to think about this in a very different context, to think about race relations, to think about the economics of baseball, for example.
Being president of Colby comes with certain perks and privileges. They do not include being able to swipe one item from this collection. Fine. If you're going to have just one item from the collection for yourself,
well, there's so many good ones. There's an incredible image of Willie Mays that I've looked at many times, and I thought I want that hanging in my house. There's an image of Pedro Martinez that's signed right over here that is also incredible. So it is a long list here. I could fill my house with many of the pieces that are in this room.
Okay, if those go missing, you know they're going after him because of you.
Well, I know the feeling. I could fill my house with a lot of the stuff that's there too. It's really neat. The Cerulli World Series collection is part of Colby's special collections in Miller Library. Now this is nice. The college plans to display significant pieces of the collection year-round in the library and elsewhere on campus, as well as off campus, including in downtown Waterville.
Oh, that'll be really nice. Yeah.
So they want people to see it, not just people on campus. They want to share it with Mainers and others.
That's awesome.